My name is Claire Evans, 27 years old, and I've always tried to prove myself to a family that never saw my worth. Until my brother's wedding changed everything. I thought I'd gotten used to their teasing, but my dad's words hit me harder than I expected. It was 2 weeks ago, a sunny Saturday at Tom's wedding. I wore my army uniform, proud of my service, and stood quietly among the guests. Tom, 30, my big brother, was the star. His new job at a big company had everyone smiling. Dad, Robert, and Mom, Linda, beamed at him, their golden boy. I approached Dad to say hello, my boots clicking on the floor. "Dad, good to see you," I said softly. He looked me up and down, his face twisting. "A lowly soldier," he muttered, loud enough for nearby tables to hear. Laughter followed and my cheeks burned. I stepped back, forcing a smile, and walked away, the sting of his words sticking with me. But later, a memory flickered. Something from my time in the army that might turn things around. They didn't know it yet, but I was about to surprise them. Growing up, I was the odd one out. Tom was the smart one, always getting praise for his grades and later his business deals. I loved the outdoors and joined the army at 18, dreaming of serving my country. At 15, I talked about being a soldier. Dad laughed. "Leave that to the men." Mom added, "Tom's the future." By 20, my choice was a family joke. Tom's first promotion got a party. My basic training completion got a shrug. I finished officer school at 24, but no one called to celebrate. That silence pushed me forward. After training, I served in a quiet base, taking on extra duties. At 25, I led a rescue mission during a flood, saving 10 people, but kept it low-key. Dad would have called it luck. I worked long hours, learning leadership, earning respect from my unit, building a record no one at home noticed. At 26, I got a medal for bravery, but I didn't tell my family. Mom's rare, "How's the army?" texts were my only link. I saved them, a quiet reminder of their doubt. The wedding insult replayed in my mind. Dad's sneer, the laughter, the shame. It lit a fire inside me. That night I couldn't sleep. I dug through my old army bag, finding a worn envelope with my name on it. Inside was a letter from my commander hinting at a special award, but the details were blurry. I called my friend Mia, a fellow soldier who'd always supported me, and told her everything. "Check that letter," she said. "It might mean more." I recorded her voice, feeling steadier. The next day I opened the letter again, my hands shaking. It mentioned a commendation ceremony, but I needed to confirm it. Mia suggested sharing my story, so I started a vlog, Soldier's Journey, teasing my find, and it got 100 views. I posted on Twitter, "Proud to serve," its views hitting 150 with comments like, "Respect," lifting me. I saved them, my confidence growing. Kept going. I asked a base contact for my records, spending $50 on copies, and found a $200 bonus for my rescue work. Mia reviewed my recordings, suggesting a family update, and I wrote a short message. I tweeted, "Rising from the ranks," hinting at family slights, and it got 200 retweets. Comments said, "Keep going." I saved them, my presence building. At a military event, I met a mentor, Colonel Harris, who liked my story. My vlog views climbed to 200 and I felt a change. My work mattered even if my family didn't see it. The tension began. Tom texted, "Dad, sorry. Join us for dinner." His tone felt forced, my chance nearing. I said no, focusing on my records, gathering proof. The bonus helped me buy a new uniform and I shared it on Twitter, getting 300 retweets with comments like, "Hero." I saved them, my pride rising. A week later, Mom called, "Tom's hosting. Show us something." Her voice was curious, my moment coming. I arrived at their house with my letter, nerves steady, ready to face their doubts. But what happened next would shock them. They wouldn't expect my honor, and I was ready to show it. The family dinner's awkward silence still stuck with me as I drove home with Mia. Dad's harsh words and the letter's hint replaying like a puzzle I couldn't ignore. I woke up each morning in my small room, the $200 bonus check pinned beside my uniform, signs of my hidden discovery and growing family tension. The family's attitude, their teasing, my quiet strength, their slow interest, had started to change, and I was ready to find out what that letter meant, turning their doubts into proof of my worth. The road ahead felt big, but I was determined to keep going. The days after the dinner brought some progress. Colonel Harris introduced me to a military clerk who helped me get my full records for $100, and my project picked up speed. I kept the papers on my desk, A shield against family doubts. I texted Tom the news. I'm checking my army records. But he replied, still on that soldier stuff? With a laugh. I saved it, my resolve getting stronger. Mia pushed me to tell the family and I started planning how to do it. I posted on Twitter, digging into my service story, and it got 300 views with comments like, keep it up. Lifting me. I saved them, my online support growing. Tom called, his voice teasing. Records? You're wasting time. I stayed calm. It's important, Tom. He chuckled. Show us then. I hung up, calling Mia, who said to record our talks. I logged a call with Mom, who sighed, leave the heroics to Tom, her doubt pushing me forward. I signed up for a leadership course to back up my story, practicing what to say to the family, my voice getting steadier. I tweeted, rising above the jokes, hinting at family slights, and it got 400 retweets. Comments said, prove them wrong. I saved them, my presence building. At home, my discovery took shape. The clerk sent my file, and inside was a medal for bravery from that flood rescue, plus a letter from General Parker, Dad's boss, praising my leadership. My heart raced as I read it. I wrote it down, and my unit gave me a $300 bonus for the recognition by standing growing. I vlogged, uncovering my honor, teasing my find, and it got 250 views. A veteran, Mr. Tate, offered to help me present it, my reach widening, but I kept it quiet, saving it for the right moment. The tension grew. Tom texted, Dad's curious. Come over. I didn't reply, focusing on the letter, gathering proof. The course gave me a certificate and I shared it on Twitter, getting 600 retweets with comments like, true leader. I saved them, my confidence rising. Mia invited me to a family lunch. Tom wants to see proof. Bring it, her tone encouraging, my time nearing. The family lunch happened at a cozy diner with Robert, Linda, Tom, and an aunt there. Over sandwiches, Tom started, this soldier thing? Still a dream. Dad added, stick to Tom's path. I stayed calm, showing my tablet, $300 bonus certificate letter teaser. I did something big, I said. The room went quiet and I played Mia's voicemail, Claire, you're a star. Their faces changed, my story catching their attention, but the full truth stayed hidden. My discovery deepened. Mr. Tate confirmed the medal's value and a base officer verified the letter, my honor clear. I tweeted, from tease to tribute, sharing my rise, and it got 800 retweets. Comments cheered, inspiring. I saved them, my voice growing. Mia wrote a family update draft, holding it as a tool. The lunch ended with Mom's soft, we didn't know, a small crack in their wall, but no full acceptance, leaving a question. The next family gathering, a backyard barbecue at Tom's, loomed. I arrived with Mia, standing tall in my uniform. Tom greeted, Dad's asking about you, his tone less sure. Mid-barbecue, Mr. Tate mentioned, Claire's medal is a big deal. The crowd hushed, Tom's table stiffening. I smiled, thanks, Mr. Tate. The moment passed and I saw their stunned looks, Tom's raised brow, Dad's quiet stare. His insult had hurt, but this hinted at respect. The barbecue marked a shift and I waited for their next step, apology or awe, with careful hope. They wouldn't expect my pride and I was ready to show it. The barbecue's quiet shock still lingered as I drove home with Mia, Mr. Tate's words and Tom's raised brow replaying like a turning point. I woke up each morning in my tidy room, the metal box and letter framed beside my uniform, signs of my hidden recognition and shifting family tension. The family's view, their surprise, my growing respect, their slow backtrack, had hit a key moment and I was ready to face them, turning their doubts into proof of my honor. The path ahead felt huge, but I was set to push forward. The days after the barbecue brought real progress. The base confirmed my medal, naming me a hero of the flood rescue, and General Parker, Dad's boss, sent a formal invite to a ceremony. I kept the invite on my desk, a shield against old doubts. I texted Tom the news, I'm getting honored, but he replied, still think it's a big deal, with a smirk. I saved it, my determination growing stronger. Mia urged a family talk and I planned it carefully. I posted on Twitter, step up from the shadows, and it got 700 views with comments like, you're amazing, lifting me. I saved them, my online support widening. Tom called, his voice unsure. A ceremony? Prove it's real. I stayed steady, It's from General Parker. He paused. We'll see. I hung up, calling Mia, who said to make it public. I recorded her advice, her voice giving me courage. I joined a leadership course to strengthen my case, practicing my family talk, my words getting clearer. I tweeted, turning doubt to duty, hinting at family slights, and it got 1,000 retweets. Comments said, show your strength. I saved them, my presence building. At the base, my recognition grew. The ceremony date was set, and General Parker's letter praised my courage, hinting at a promotion. My heart beat fast as I read it. I noted it down, and my unit gave me a $500 bonus for the honor, my status rising. I vlogged, rising to the call, teasing my journey, and it got 400 views. Mr. Tate arranged a meeting with a military reporter, my story spreading, but I held back details, saving them for the right time. The tension rose. Tom texted, Dad's shocked. Meet us. I answered, with proof. He agreed, tomorrow. I focused on the ceremony prep, gathering my medal, letter, and bonus. The course gave me a certificate, and I shared it on Twitter, getting 1,500 retweets with comments like, real hero. I saved them, my reputation climbing. The family meeting loomed, and I arrived with my papers, feeling calm. The family meeting took place at a quiet cafe with Robert, Linda, Tom, and an uncle there. Over coffee, Tom started, this honor thing? Still a stretch. Dad added, Tom's the pride here. I stayed calm, showing my folder, $500 bonus, certificate, letter, hint. I saved lives, I said. The room went still, and I played Mia's voicemail. Claire, you're a leader. Their faces shifted, my story sinking in, but the full truth stayed out of reach. My recognition spread. The reporter interviewed me, and a local paper ran my story, valuing my medal at $1,000. I tweeted, from low to lifted, sharing my rise, and it got 2,000 retweets. Comments cheered, incredible journey. I saved them, my voice growing loud. Mia drafted a family apology note, keeping it ready. The meeting ended with Dad's quiet, we didn't see this, a small break in his wall, but no full apology, leaving a gap. The next family event, a dinner at Tom's, became my moment. I arrived with Mia standing tall. Tom greeted, Dad's impressed, his tone softer. Mid-dinner, General Parker walked in, saluting me. Captain Evans, your bravery is unmatched, he said. The room froze, lights dim. I smiled, thank you, sir. The moment passed, and I saw their stunned faces. Tom's nod, Dad's wide eyes. His insult had hurt, but this promised respect. The dinner marked a turn, and I waited for their next move, full honor or amends, with careful hope. They wouldn't expect my rank, and I was ready to claim it. The dinner's stunned silence stayed with me as I drove home with Mia, General Parker's words and Tom's nod replaying like a dream come true. I woke up each morning in my new apartment, the captain's badge and medal framed beside my uniform, signs of my journey from insult to honor. The family's old doubts had turned into something new, pride, respect, a quiet shift, and I was ready to embrace it, turning their teasing into a story of strength. The path had been tough, but I'd made it, and my heart was full. The days after the dinner brought a wave of changes. The Army promoted me to captain, a rank I'd earned through years of hard work, and my salary jumped to $80,000 a year. I kept the promotion letter on my desk, a reminder of my worth. I texted Tom the news, I'm a captain now, and he replied, that's huge, Claire, his tone warm for once. I saved it, feeling a weight lift. Mia suggested a family celebration, and I started planning it, wanting to share my joy. I posted on Twitter, Captain Evans reporting, and it got 1,500 views with comments like, so proud, lifting me higher. I saved them, my online community growing strong. Dad called, his voice softer. We didn't see this coming. Can we celebrate? I smiled, yes, Dad. Mom texted, sorry for doubting you, and I felt tears in my eyes. I called Mia, who cheered, you did it, Claire, and I recorded her voice, a keepsake of support. I decided to give back, starting a veteran support fund with $200 from my bonus, hoping to help others. I updated my vlog, from soldier to leader, sharing my rise, and it hit 1,200 views. Comments said, inspiring story. I saved them, my voice reaching more people. The celebration came together at a local hall with Robert, Linda, Tom, and cousins there. Over dinner, Tom spoke first. I was wrong, Claire. You're a hero. Dad added, I'm sorry for calling you that. We're proud. I stayed calm, showing my badge, letter, and fund plan. This is my honor, I said. The room felt warm and I played Mia's voicemail. You're a leader now. Their eyes shone, Tom's smile, Dad's nod. My story finally sinking in. I handed out fund flyers and they clapped, a new bond forming. My honor kept growing. The $5,000 fund grew to $10,000 with donations, and a local group asked me to speak. My vlog views climbed to 1,500, and Twitter buzzed with Captain Claire. I met a veteran, Mrs. Holt, who offered to mentor me, my influence spreading. The Army gave me a $1,000 award for community work and I used it to expand the fund. I shared it on Twitter, getting 2,000 retweets with comments like, true hero. I saved them, my impact clear. Mia helped plan a big event and I felt ready to lead. The event turned into my big moment. I arrived in my uniform, standing tall with Mia by my side. Tom greeted me. Dad can't stop talking about you, his voice kind. Mid-event, General Parker walked in, saluting. Captain Evans, your courage saved lives and inspired us, he said. The room went quiet, lights bright. I smiled. Thank you, sir. He pinned a new medal on me and the crowd cheered. I saw their faces, Tom's hug, Dad's tears, Mom's pride. His insult had hurt deep, but every step, every sorry, every cheer had healed it. My fight was about proving myself, not breaking them. After the event, we gathered at home. Tom brought a cake, saying, to Captain Claire. Dad shook my hand. I was wrong. You're our pride. Mom hugged me. We love you. I shared stories from the flood rescue and they listened, amazed. The fund hit $15,000 and I planned a charity run. My vlog got 2,000 views with comments urging, keep leading. I saved them, my journey inspiring others. If you've been overlooked, this is for you. Find your strength. Share your story below. Subscribe to Revenge Tempest for more tales of triumph, and hit the bell for updates. Until next time, lead your way.